Calorie deficit?
Well, you had to know this was going to be the only one in the S tier. The only diet that works for weight loss every time is one that produces a calorie deficit. That's true, but here's what this guy said. Too simplistic. Human metabolism is adaptive and is designed to store fat for survival. A calorie deficit only works short term. This is wildly false. And frankly, this comment right here is exactly why so many people stay stuck, frustrated, and overweight for years or even decades. So let's dismantle this scientifically. Firstly, when it comes to human metabolism being adaptive, yes, adaptive thermogenesis is a real thing. When you lose weight, your body will burn slightly fewer calories because your mass is less, therefore your BMR typically trends down. But research shows us it's only about a 100 to 200 calorie a day difference. So it doesn't just magically shut down your fat loss. It just can slow it down slightly if you don't adjust your calorie intake and calorie output by getting more daily steps, eating more protein, or increasing the volume and or intensity of your exercise activity. Secondly, he went on to say that the body is designed to store fat for survival, and that's true, but it's literally the entire point of a calorie deficit. Your body stores excess energy largely as fat for backup energy. So when you eat in a calorie deficit, you force your body to tap into that backup energy, which again is mostly stored as fat. What he doesn't realize is he actually just explained exactly why a deficit works while trying to argue that it doesn't. And finally, the idea that a calorie deficit only works short term is just not true. There's tons of data and research that proves time and again that sustained calorie restriction produces sustained fat loss. It doesn't just magically stop working. The reality check with this one though is that what usually happens is individuals stop adhering to the deficit. If a calorie deficit only works short term for an individual, it's likely because the strategy they were deploying to get into that deficit wasn't one that worked for their unique lifestyle, unique needs, and unique biology, or they failed to adjust their calorie intake or output as time went on. So, is saying a calorie deficit is the only way to lose weight too simple? Well, the physics on this are absolute. A calorie deficit is the only requirement to lose weight. However, simple and easy are not the same thing. Again, depending on your unique lifestyle, needs, and biology, it may be harder for you as an individual than someone else to achieve or adhere to a calorie deficit. But it doesn't change the simple nature of physics, which states that you must burn more calories than you consume in order to lose weight.